Town hospital that's been converted into a museum up in Noble County. The Lucky Hospital Museum in Wolf Lake is now for sale, and the museum's owner is hoping that the museum can stay intact.
This cave, and this happens to be a Parkview cave.
83-year-old Shirley File opened the Lucky Hospital Museum with her sister back in 2000. Shirley's sister died last year, so she decided it was time to move on.
My sister was a big part of this, and she kind of kept us both going. And this was not any small endeavor for two old ladies, let me tell you.
Shirley and her sister were nurses, which makes sense since they are great nieces of the hospital's founder, Dr. James Bucky.
This hospital was the main thing in town, let me tell you. Everybody had their babies here, and they had their surgery here, and if they had an accident, they came here.
The hospital was built in the late 20s after Dr. Lucky worked out of his house for several years. Eventually, his son and son-in-law joined the practice.
The neighbors were taking care of neighbors, and we knew the doctors because they were your neighbors.
The hospital closed in the 50s, and it was used as apartments until 2000 when the museum opened. Much of the display comes from the era when the hospital was operating, but some of it goes back to the Civil War. However, there is one thing most visitors want to see when they stop at the museum.
If you were born here, every single person that comes wants to see where I was born and where the nursery was.
Shirley says she wouldn't trade the last 20 years for anything.
There's been times we wanted to throw in the towel, but we just loved doing it, and we both had a passion for it.
The Lucky Hospital Museum will be open until the building is sold, so you can still check it out for yourself. It's open Saturdays or by appointments.